ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय। नारायणं नमस्कृत्य नरं चैव नरोत्तमं देवीं सरस्वतीं व्यासं ततो जयम् उदीरयेत्। कृष्णाय वासुदेवाय देवकी नंदनाय च नंदगोपकुमाराय गोविंदाय नमो नमः। So today morning we are reading from Srimad Bhagavata Mahapuranam, Canto 10, Chapter 1, the last two verses 68 and 69. Text 68 is there in board. आत्मानमिह संजातं जानन् प्राग विष्णुना हतं महासुरं कालनेमिं जदुभिः स व्यरुध्यत। Word meaning: Atmanam, personally, iha, in this world, sanjatam, born again, janan, by understanding, prak, previously, before this birth, Vishnuna, by Lord Vishnu, Hatam, was killed, Mahasuram, a great demon, Kalanemim, by the name Kalanemi, Jadubhihi, with the members of the Jadu dynasty, Saha, he, Kamsa, Varudhyata, acted inimically. Translation and purport by His Divine Grace Srila Prabhupada. Translation: In his previous birth, Kamsa had been a great demon named Kalanemi and been killed by Vishnu. Upon hearing this information from Narada, Kamsa became envious of everyone connected with the Jadu dynasty. Purport: persons who are demons, enemies of the Supreme Personality of Godhead, are called Asuras. As stated in Bhagavad Gita, the Asuras, because of their enmity toward the Supreme Personality of Godhead, take birth after birth in Asura families and therefore glide down to the darkest hellish regions. Text 69 also. Ugrasenang cha pitaram jadu bhoja andhakadhipam swayang nigriha bubhuje surasenan mahabalaha. Translation: Kamsa, the most powerful son of Ugrasena, even imprisoned his own father, the king of the Jadu, Bhoja and Andhaka dynasties, and personally ruled the states known as Surasena. Purport: the state known as Mathura was also included within the states known as Surasena. Om Ajnanam Timiranthasya Jnanam Janashalakaya चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः। श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपकदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं। वन्दे अहं श्रीगुरो श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगणं रघुनाथं नितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगणललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितं च। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिनिति नामिने। नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर शिवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। हरे कृष्ण। So today we are completing the first chapter of this Krishna's Advent. So in these concluding verses, Sukdev Goswami is describing how Kansa is so cruel and about his activities. Especially he punished all the members of the Jadu dynasty and imprisoned his own father. So now question may arise, why? Why he put in jail to his own father? And so since long time we are discussing that when Vasudev married Devaki, the last sister of Kamsa, the last daughter of Maharaj Devak. So, and the day after marriage, when the Barakanya, the Baravadhu, they are going back to their house, Bidayu Utsav, in Mathura Royal Street, full of people, both sides, full of thousands of people. They want to see the new married bridegroom, Vasudeva and Devaki. And Kansa was driving the car. There was a new car, branded new golden car. And the driver was ready with uniform, but somehow or other Kansa appeared there. Vasudeva saw that Juvraj Kansa is there. He became humble. Oh, my dear Juvraj, you want to? No, yes, I want to go with my dear sister and see everything is okay in your house or not. No, of course you come. Vasudeva tried to give some seat near to him. Come here and sit. No. I will drive the car. You want to drive? You are prince. Then he do isara to the driver, go back and get loaded in DK. And so driver went back and he took over the driver's seat, Kansa, and started driving. And Vasudev said, oh my dear Juvraj, why you are driving? Don't worry, I have also heavy license. Don't worry. Vasudeva, I know that you are a good driver, but in a huge assembly, why you are such a respectable personality? No. For my dear sister, I will drive. Okay, that's very good. And he was driving a few meters. Then all the demigods, they were in tension. And they announced, Akashvani happened. You foolish Kansa, you don't know? You are driving. Your sister, his eighth son, will kill you. Oh. Kamsa doesn't want. He never think that I will be killed. I will die. He was not thinking that like that. Because he already won the Devaloka. And he said, Jamaraj is one of Devata also. So if you have already win over them, so what they will do? So I have conquered death. That was thinking. But when the devatas, and when he heard, he doesn't know who is saying that. First time in his career, in his life, he heard the word foolish Kansa. Who can tell me foolish? In my city, in my own city? Who is that powerful person? Then he looked around, everybody was fearful. Oh, because they also heard first time in front of Kansa, somebody is telling such a, you foolish Kansa. So everybody said, Kansa understood nobody is there in public. Nobody can say like that. So then he looked up sky, nobody is there. Then he understood, oh, the sound is coming from the sky, that means it's spoken by demigods. They are hiding. They are fearful, they are hiding and announcing. And Kansa knew the nature of demigod. That demigods, they may be fearful, but they may be coward, but they can't speak lie. That Kansa knows. That they are speaking means that is fact. That the son of Devaki will kill me. Oh, this is Devavani. Then he become, immediately his hand was out from the steering. He was driving the car, driving the Rath. In one hand chabuk, one hand the Rath ran. And he left that, immediately took out the sword from his man and jumped and climbed to the back, and he was in his left hand just take the hairs of Devaki, take out his veil and take the hair of Devaki, and was ready to kill him, murder her on the spot. In front of huge gathering, Vasudeva is newly just sitting next to her, and he was, this is the nature of Asuras. They were so attached to their kinsmen, their relatives, very much love and attraction and attachment. As long as nobody is creating any trouble in their selfish motive. The moment somebody is creating trouble in their selfish desire, then they will change their form. The nature will totally, the real nature will comes out. And the Kamsa, he arranged the marriage of Devaki, and he spent high budget in whole Mathura city. Everybody was glorifying Kamsa. Oh, in history we have not seen the marriage like this. Kamsa is so nice, this, that. But now, by hearing this statement from Devata, Kamsa immediately showed his own form, his own nature. And he just about to kill her. And Vasudeva started to somehow or other save. And you have heard the long discussion between Vasudeva and Kamsa. Somehow or other, Vasudeva able to save by giving his promise that why you are killing your sister. The sister is not going to kill you, his son. So whatever son she will beget, I will give you. You will just kill. And in Mathura it is famous that Vasudeva is speaking truth. He is Parama Satyavadi. Kansa even accepted that. Kansa knows that. He says, are you saying promise? Yes, promise. I am telling you. I will give the babies to you. So Kansa said, okay, you go. And this incident, this message, when Kansa is about to kill his own sister Devaki, in Bidayu Utsav, in the huge gathering in the royal road of Mathura, so some people, they ran towards royal palace and informed to Maharaj Ugrasen that your son, eldest son Kamsa, is doing like that. Ugrasen, by getting this message, he became angry. And he was ready to go and take some action. He was coming out with some of his soldiers. And he was getting ready. So Kansa, by getting the, hearing the promise from Vasudeva, he let say you go. And he didn't drive also, he come back. And he was returning back. And on the gate only, the king Ugrasen and with his some soldiers, he was just about to go through the gate, and Kansa is coming inside the gate. In the gate only, both father and son, they met each other. And Ugrasena was in very angry mood. And he shouted at Kansa, "You rascal Kamsa, I heard that you are going to kill your sister. How come you do like that? How can you do this act?" So when Ugrasena was shouting, Kansa also shouted back to his father in front of everybody in the gate. And he neglected his father, and they had a hot argument. Some few arguments happened, and this hot argument, he didn't care. His father just went inside to his palace. And Vasudeva says, "Oh, my son, what a son he is." So Vasudeva was becoming very upset by the dealings of Kansa. And from that day, both father and son, they were not talking each other, not looking each other. Kansa will come some purpose, he will look like this, "Oh, do this sign, do this." He will not see to his father, and that didn't talk to him directly. Neither father also talked to Kansa. They have a different behavior from that day. And after 10 months, the Devaki's first son took birth, first son of Devaki. And Kansa got the message. He was expecting, let us see what Vasudeva will do, he will bring or not. And he was thinking, Vasudeva he will call and ask permission Kamsa. So this is the first son. So the announcement was the 8th son. So do you want me to take him to you? Kansa was thinking, if he asks me, then I will say, "Okay, don't worry, leave it. I am not going to kill him, the first one." Kansa was thinking like that, but he doesn't know. Vasudeva was so true person. He took that new baby in his lap and was coming to Kansa's palace to give him. He said, "Take it, whatever you want to do." And the gatekeeper, the security came and said, "Maharaj, Vasudeva is waiting with the baby son." "Really? Okay. Allow." So Vasudeva said, "This is your nephew." Kansa just have a look, and he said, "Okay, I have no fear for this child, take it back." And he saw Vasudeva was not happy. He was full of tension when he was bringing, and he was taking back also in the same mood. Then Kansa was very political. He said, "Why he is not happy? I gave the child back. I didn't kill him, kill that baby, and he is still not happy." And Vasudeva was going back to his house with the baby. All the citizens of Mathura, they were curious, what is going on? And they saw Vasudeva come back with this, and they glorify Kansa. "Oh, Kansa is really merciful." And they gave back, Vasudeva is so nice. And at that point, Narada landed. Narada appeared in the scene, and and he instigated Sri Sri Nitaya Gaur Sundar, Sri Sri Krishna Balaram, Sri Sri Radha Santa. And when Narada appeared in the palace of Kansa, Kansa was standing up to welcome Naraji and offer. Then Narada said, "Baba, he didn't allow Kansa to offer proper respect to him even." He said, "Kamsa, you know, I have so much attachment, affection for you, and I am so busy person. I came because due to so much love I have for you, that's why I come to you. You don't know?" "No, yes, any new information?" "Yes, this current information regarding you, that's why." "What is that?" "No, I heard that you have given back to the baby son of Vasudeva, first son." "Yes, because he is the first son. The announcement was about 8th son." Then Narada started laughing. "Oh, I don't know. It is really strange. How come the Maharaj Kalanami, the Asura king Kalanami, is not recognizing himself?" And then he gave the whole detailed history of his previous birth. and how in Devasur Sangram killed and he got again life and he tapasya and this all the whole history, how he took birth here, everything. And he also give information who are they and these things. And then after that then he make a drawings of a lotus with 8 petals. Then he said, oh my dear Kansa, can you count which petal is first, which is 8? Count it, there are 8 petals. Kansa started 1, 2, 3. Then Narada said, if you start counting from this, if you make this 1, then this will be 8. If you make this 1, this will, any petals can be 1, any petals can be 8. It is depending upon your counting, because all 8s are there. If you count from here, this is 8. If you count from here, this will be 8. Kansa couldn't understand. What are you saying? What is the secret behind? And this is death notice. Devata, you don't know, they are so duplicitous. They can count from any point. If they count from the end, the 8th one is the first and this is the 8th one. Really? Yes. Ankanang Bhamana Gati. This is nature of counting. Kansa became furious. His figure and form changed totally. Nara said, okay, I am going. I just gave you the information, you take care, I am going. When Narad went out, Kansa immediately ordered to security, tell the soldier to get ready and get my car and driver. And immediately Kansa came out. He was trembling with fear and boarded in his rath and straight towards Vasudev's house. Vasudev just now he reached and was giving the child back to Devaki and in the delivery ward, and the nurses and all other omens were there. Vasudev just gave the child back to Devaki and coming back to his house, he saw in front of gate Kansa's car was getting parked. What is happening here? And Kansa jumped out from his car. He just jumped. He has no patience. He jumped and rushing inside the palace. Vasudeva, he used to offer respect, but Kansa was careless. He was not looking at him. He was directly going towards the delivery ward, because he used to go Vasudev's palace many times before, because among Vasudev's wives, many of his own sister. So he used to go. So he went directly to the delivery ward. There, Mother Devaki was having the child on her lap. Few nurses were there, and many his co-wives. So they are there. Most of them are her sisters only. They are there. But when all of them they saw that this furious Kansa, the brother of Devaki, he was rushing like so angry mood. His eyes were burning with like fire. They become stunned. They become like statue. They couldn't utter a word even. And Kansa was rushing. And Devaki, at a glance, he saw his brother Kamsa in this mood. And he just shouted, Bhaiya, oh my brother. But Kansa was merciless. He took the feet of that newborn baby, and snatched, pull out from the lap of Devaki. Devaki was shouting in a crying voice and fainted. Immediately, she became senseless by this action. Bleeding was still going on. And the nurses and the other maid servants, they were stunned. They were seeing what is going on here. And in front of them, this Pisacha Kansa, this cruel demon Kamsa, he took out this new baby, the feet in his hand, and put it in the courtyard, there is a stone, dash it, throw into the stone. In front of everybody, The newborn baby, so soft head and so soft body became chutney and full of blood everywhere. In even Kansa's dress was some blood spots are there. Everywhere blood, fresh blood. Kansa didn't wash his hand even. Turn around, straight walk in front of Vasudeva, shouting at Vasudeva. Vasudeva was looking, yes. You are arrested. Okay, sir. What okay? Go and get loaded in the car. Okay, sir. Without any objection, without uttering any single sentence, Vasudeva followed Kansa to his car and climbed and sit down. Then Kansa shouted, not only you, Devaki too. Call Devaki also. Oh, Vasudeva looked back. In his courtyard, some of his wives were there and some nurses were there, and the just Ishara, just sign, bring Devaki also. Mother Devaki was in senseless position. She was in senseless position, bleeding is still going on. And few of these nurses and wives, their co-wives, sisters, they just took Devaki out from that place in that senseless position, in this position, and get her loaded in the car. Vasudeva was holding her in this senseless position. And Kansa told the driver, drive towards state jail. And the car was going towards jail. And the citizens of Mathura, they were looking, it's almost 10 o'clock day. Everybody is out, everybody is seeing in front of everybody. Kansa is doing this kind of activities. And this message that Kamsa killed the new baby of Vasudeva and Devaki, and cruelly they arrested both of them and taking to jail, put them into jail. This message spread around Mathura city like forest fire. And this message came to the royal palace. Maharaj Ugrasen heard it, and he became so angry and agitated. He immediately stood up and shouted at the top of voice, who is there? Go and arrest Kamsa. This Jadav Mahasabha will take proper judgment and action against him. This is too much. He passed this order from the royal assembly. When he was passing the order, he knew, he was angry, but he knew it is not that easy. Why? Because Kamsa, when he was a child, Vasudeva, he didn't know the history, but he accepted him as his son, but the color was totally different, the nature was totally different from the beginning. Kamsa was totally blackish color and so strong and stout. His body was like so strong like thunderbolt. And when he was young boy, he was not interested in studying. He was interested in wrestling and wrestling match and fighting and all that. And he was a state champion. When he was a student, he was though no interest in studies, but he was in sports, he was state champion in wrestling match and fighting in club and all that, Gadajuddha and all that. And by seeing the strong and fighting nature of Kamsa, his father, Maharaj Ugrasen, he appointed him, when he became young, appointed him as Senapati of his army, chief of his army. Kansa, when he was appointed as commander of army, and within few days he started changing some general post, he changed and he appointed some new person according to his nature. Some demoniac, cruel personality he appointed in this post, and those who are very much loyal to the throne, loyal to Ugrasen, they were thrown out. And they went without any reason, without any cause, he just thrown us. Then Vasudeva said, what he can say, I am not speaking to him, he is not. So just, okay, come and stay here. He gave appointment at his bodyguard. And hundreds and thousands of bodyguard increased of Maharaj Ugrasen, because Kansa is getting one away and he is taking what to do. Because Vasudeva knows, now Ugrasen knows that they are very loyal. But Kansa was doing in his own way, and within few days he captured the whole army. It was a tradition in Jadu dynasty that the youngest son will be the Uttaradhikari, will be the king. The eldest son will not. It was coming down from King Jadu, from Jajati's time. From Jajati's time, Jajati gave boon that my eldest son will not become king, I will give the throne to my youngest son. And they were following their tradition. From that time, always in Jaduvansa, the last son will be the king. Even Ugrasen was the youngest son, Devak was the eldest. But because he is youngest, he became the king. This parampara, the tradition, Kansa broke in his time. How? So when this message, and Ugrasen, Maharaj Ugrasen became very angry and passed the order, go and arrest Kamsa and bring him here, we will do the judgment here. The whole Jada Mahasabha will take the decision. So one messenger was running towards jail because Kansa was there. Within this time, Kansa was so expert in taking care and planning. So all his army people, they were considering him as king. They were calling him Yuvraj. Some other people say, why they are calling like him? But Kansa was not opposing. And when Kamsa took Vasudeva and Devaki inside the jail, the jailer was there. He was the old man, and that is the jail in Mathura city. And the jailer was there. In his whole life career, he has not seen that some prisoner was there inside. He never, in his whole life, he has not seen. He was just, as a guard, he was there and taking his payment. Once in a year before Diwali, they used to renovate some whitewashing something. Otherwise, nothing, nobody was coming inside. His lifetime, 60 years is empty like that. Because in the previous, the kings, they never happened. They were so nice kings. Nobody was there, was criminal. But Kansa was not king now. Ugrasen is king. But first time, he opened the door of the jail. And who is going inside? Vasudeva, the famous personality in the whole Mathura city. He was considered as like so respected personality like demigod. Everybody, as Anak Dundivi used to respect, worship like Vasudeva like anything. He was such a highly respected personality. And in his lap, Devaki, Mother Devaki was Tribhuvaneswari, because he will be the future mother of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. It was announced, everybody knows. Everybody knows that she will be the mother of the Supreme Personality of Godhead. Same Devaki Mata, now, and the father Vasudeva, he is carrying his wife Devaki, who was in senseless position and still most part of his body full of blood, and he took, that room was not clean. You know what I'm saying there? This unclean room, and Kansa put them there. They were just inside that room, and Kansa said, okay, okay, don't speak anything. And Vasudeva was stunned. With this senseless wife, still bleeding is going on, and Kansa come out and told the jailer, careful. And he was moving out. At that time the messenger arrived there. What message? Now this recent message is that you are arrested. Kansa started laughing. I am arrested? Who passed the message? Maharaj Ugrasen. Now go back, tell the Senapati to arrest the king. The messenger what to do? He knows that he will slap me now. I have to follow his order too. He turned his horse back, run back. And when he was running, Kansa was also with high speed, he was with his car, his Rath was following. And the messenger just went directly to the Senapati's Bhavan. And Senapati Bhavan told that this is the immediate message, that immediately to take action and take care of the whole royal palace, and you have to arrest the king. So Senapati ordered all the soldiers and taking all the soldiers, demoniac soldiers, they're getting together in front of royal palace. And because of this message, because of this action, everybody, all the young Jadavas, those who are in shelter and very, very high post, those Jadavas, those who are loyal, those who are responsible, they can't tolerate. How come Kansa doing like that with Devaki and Vasudeva? So they became very agitated. They became very angry, and they are all coming to royal palace and complaining with Ugrasen with their weapons that we should take some action. Oh my dear king, you have to take some action. The king was saying, yes, I am ready. So hundreds and thousands of young, powerful Jadavas, they were getting together and they are getting ready to oppose Kamsa. That somehow or other we have to take proper action against Kansa. They are getting just ready, and in the outside the gate, and the army chief with all his soldiers, they were trying to get inside to arrest the king. This is the scenario, and all these powerful soldiers, followers of Kansa, they were trying to get inside the royal gate. And all these young Jadava soldiers, they are trying to come out of the gate. They are opposing. They are just opposing. No, you can't come inside. So it is first some argument, hot argument, then it took fighting. Not fighting, it's war start there. Furious war starts there. With full energy they fight each other. War. And Kansa reached there, and he is looking how the war is going on, and he saw that his father, Ugrasen, with sword in his hand, is shouting and coming, and his followers, Kamsa's soldiers, even if they are getting attacked, they are not daring to attack back to the king. They have still some respect in their heart. They are thinking, oh, who is the king? Is the senior-most old king? How can they? Even they are getting attacked, but they are not still feeling themselves to attack back or catching. In that mood, Kansa was looking, and he can't tolerate these things. He says, these are weak. He can't tolerate. He jumped again with his huge club in his hand, and the whole scenery was changed. He was so cruel and so powerful and strong enough, and he was with his club, with one stroke, few, maybe 2-3 persons in one stroke get killed, get murdered. He is so powerful, and just some crying sound is coming and getting killed, getting murdered. So within few times, Kansa murdered many of them, these Jadavas, and he went directly in front of his father, Ugrasen. And he forgot, he has no hesitation to fight against his father. He immediately strike against the right arm of King Ugrasen. Ugrasen's, from his hand, the sword fell down, and he also himself fell down somehow or other like this. And the Ugrasen then stood up and saw in front of his son, his eldest son. And he spoke immediately in the top of his voice, "You are not my son. I disown you. I quit you. Please kill me. I want to be murdered. Immediately you kill me." And he, by saying that, he, in his hand, he took out the mukut, the royal helmet, and thrown away, said, "I am no more. I want to be killed by you. Kill me." But Kamsa, he didn't kill his father. In that condition, he hold one of his hand and pull forcibly. And almost he fell down, his father, and he was, pulling, dragging his father. And the whole royal courtyard was full of dead body and fresh blood. Full of blood and fresh dead bodies. On the top of that, he is dragging his own father. And in that position, he bring to his car and get him loaded. The same car which was used to drive Devaki and Vasudeva to jail, the same car King Ugrasen get loaded. Again, before sunset, one more time, he went back to the jail. And the jail door again opened before evening, one more time. And the jailer who saw this, King Ugrasen, he became, how come he also. And Kamsa didn't talk to the jailer. He went inside, dragging his father, and another room opened. Okay, you are here. Just put inside them. That room was not clean too. And come inside out the jail and talk to the jailer. He said, "Oh jailer," no, Chupras, he saw the furious action. He said, "You are already old, so better you should take retirement. I will take care of your pension, no problem. Just go straight to your house now, from here. Take auto fare and go from here." From then and there, he threw him away. And immediately ordered somebody, like demoniac nature, he appointed then. Immediately appointed another new jailer. And he knows because they are very loyal. These people are very loyal to the king. So he wants to change all the loyal person. And he come back. Nobody was stopping because thousands of young Jadavas, they are murdered, Kamsa, and their relatives, they were running around, they are going, forget we don't have place here, better we have to go some other country. And only supporters of Kamsa's demons are there. Kamsa come back. He was so shameless, not only merciless, he was so shameless. He went within this dead body, and this is blood, in front of the palace. Ugrasen was in his hand, he take out his helmet and throwing the mukut was thrown there. He took the mukut from the ground and put on his head. And in that evening only, he called some of his ministers. He said, "Tell the municipality department to take clean it nicely." I said, "Okay, they are cleaning, taking bath, so I am the self-made king now. So no date fixed, no some puja, something, Mangalacharan. When somebody is thrown, it's abhishek, something, nothing happened. No mantra, jantra, tantra. He was self-made king. He take the helmet himself, Raj Mukut, and put on his head like this and sit down. He said, "Now I am the king." And who will stop? He said, "Yes, sir, you are the king." So he passed, royal order he passed. Anybody is my yes man. Anybody said yes to me, then he will be proper citizen. Otherwise, all other will be considered as Rajadrohi. Oh, the first royal order. And then the second order he passed. All these Jadus, And Vrishnis, why they are with so much rich and opulence? That is not their property, they are all king's property. Take out all their chala sampati, achala sampati, all their land and the cows and horses and cars. They said the next day the soldiers will go and take out from them. And the jail, inside the jail, the jailer was changed. The whole night, in that room, Vasudeva and Devaki, Vasudeva was crying, waiting, Devaki was still senseless. In midnight at least, Devaki got his sense back and started crying again, oh my Lala. Even she was in that mood, oh my child, she was crying. And Vasudeva was trying to pacify her. They could not sleep the whole night, they were crying. And just both of them are thinking, how come our baby son got killed? Newborn baby got killed. Why our son born and got killed? In front of that room, another room, that old man, King Ugrasen, he also whole night awake. He was not sleeping. He was also crying. Why my son not killed? Why my son is still there in life? He should be killed. And there he is crying, why my son killed? Yes. Maharaj Ugrasen was in jail, and his only sorrow is that, okay, my kingdom has gone, I am in jail, all respect, everything gone, opulence gone, I am in jail. That doesn't matter. The only matter of regret that I am a father of a worst son. That only hunting him. That is only hunting him. But he was he had so much loving relation with the praja. And when hearing that what kind of activities his son is doing, he is getting so much disheartened. That's why he was crying. And Kansa announced himself he was a self-made king and started torturing the citizens of Mathura. And how he started torturing, in the beginning of this second chapter, Sukadeva Goswami will vivid description about his torturing of Kamsa, with all his demoniac minister like Pralamba, Baka, Dhanuka and all that, with them. Because when Kamsa became king, almost all the good citizens, they left the Mathura and they went out. He said, now it is not place. All Vasudeva's wives and Vasudeva's brothers, there are 10 brothers, all of them left. He said, how can we stay here? The whole room was seized, the wealth they have taken away. So all the good citizens, they left Mathura. So the Kansa got a message, oh my dear king, all good people, they are living. No problem, let them go. They are not my followers. They are followers of my father, let them go. Now but it is becoming empty, no problem. He started inviting all his friends, terrorists, all gundas. He said, come down, free accommodation, free prasad. I said, no problem. Lodging, boarding free, high royal facilities. So the whole Mathura city was full by the demoniac people, terrorists. And now how the torture of whoever they are in citizens of Mathura, the description will be there in the beginning of the second chapter. Hare Krishna. Granthra Srimad Bhagavat Mahapuran ki